Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone.
Right back at you, Gia. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. And I think we can honestly say we're very thankful for our listeners all around the world.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right
Because
now,
we thought
yeah.
we'd have zero, and there
Yeah.
actually are a few people out there.
Who knew? Who knew? We
So
have in the time since we started, we have over 40,000 downloads.
wowie zowie. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. We love you wacky people. We don't know who
Yeah,
you are, but
we
but
don't. But
but
you're
you're
probably our
wacky
kind of
and we love you.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
must be, or
You
else
must
this would
be.
just be torture.
And maybe it is.
Maybe, yeah. But
But,
anyway, yes, we're
anyway.
thankful for you, among other
Y
things.
yes, yes. And, right now, Gia, Germany is giving Canada a run for its money as far as
Huh,
listeners go. Yeah.
okay.
How
All
about
right.
that? Mhm. So, thanks,
Cool.
Germany.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. And it's not Thanksgiving everywhere in the world, so we should explain that
That's
it's
true.
Thanksgiving
It's
here for us
here.
today.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Canada has its own Thanksgiving Day.
Right. Right.
Yep, but other countries, I don't think so.
When is Canada's? I wouldn't mind celebrating theirs as well.
I
You
want
know?
to say October.
Oh, we
Let
missed it
me.
then. Okay.
Yeah, I think, but let me double check that
Do
for
they
you, Gia.
celebrate theirs with gluttony like we do? Because that's what I'm interested in.
Ah, sure. You want another day of gluttony?
Yeah, because I just polished off the rest of the pie, and it was so
Did
good.
you? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, it was. Next Thanksgiving for in Canada is October 14th.
Okay, all right.
So yeah.
Well,
Um. Yeah, we had our mac and cheese, and I made some blondies. I had had a more extensive menu planned, as I told you, but then every hour I sort of crossed something off the list
just
until
something
it
like
was
so, like the piece of lettuce that was going to be there, like
yeah,
that seemed like too much trouble,
yep,
and
too much
yeah.
trouble. Yep. So it was really just like a beige meal.
Well, see, here I am. I'm picking on you, and I didn't cook a thing. We went across the street and had
The
the big
big
meal.
buffet or something.
It
Was
was
it good?
delicious. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They
that's good.
turkey and stuffing and
Uh-huh.
the classic green bean thing, and my favorite thing was the sweet potato
Ah, yeah. Did it
casserole
have
because they
marshmallows?
no, and see, I don't like it like this. That's why I liked it. It wasn't overly
Ah, yeah.
sweet,
Uh-huh.
but it was
Okay.
cinnamony and
Mhm.
nutmeggy and allspicy. It
Hmm.
was very delicious. And
Okay. Well, that's good.
pie, of course, and
Mhm.
the works.
Mhm. Well, that's lovely, Gia. Good for
The
you.
works, yeah. And then
Yeah.
we played music, and some woman was just handing out cookies, and I was like, well, all right. So I
Uh-huh.
was eating cookies, and then I had leftover pie, and so I'm stuffed. I'm pretty
Yeah.
stuffed.
Yeah. Probably sleepy.
Yeah, but what I'm a little freaked out that there was a general hospital today. What's up with
I
that?
know. Well, I was thinking about it. I I have no idea, but thinking like maybe the temporary writers didn't know that
That
typically
they
they
could take
take
the day off?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because I don't think
No,
they've
that's
ever
probably
had it on a holiday before, or sometimes they do a rerun or something. But so it was weird. It was
right,
nice. I'm
right.
not complaining, but
It
I wouldn't have
was nice. I
known
liked
if
it.
you,
Yeah,
yeah, if you hadn't given me the heads
I
up, I would
like.
have missed it again.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was true, but it was, and I liked that they were celebrating Thanksgiving on the actual day of Thanksgiving.
Right, because normally it's like the whole week after. It'll probably still stretch out,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it'll have to, but yeah. So,
and it
anywho, I
wasn't
guess
too
we're
silly.
thankful.
Yeah, it wasn't
No, it
even.
wasn't just like total fluff. It was like some actual storyline stuff.
Yeah, some content. So I don't know. It was
Mhm.
weird. It's
Mhm.
all kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
what comes to mind when you think about today's episode, Gia?
I'm gonna give a gold star to Charlotte today.
Yeah.
Her
Okay.
good creepy acting. Um,
Mhm.
she's seeming
Mhm.
really quite disturbed and disturbing, both.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kept thinking that either Laura or Valentine, like, I mean, they kind of got around to the point of telling her that Victor like wasn't the best guy, but it seemed like they could have led with that. Like they have so much evidence that he was a terrible person, and
Right. And
you
they
know what I
keep
mean?
Yeah, in addition to that, I'm annoyed that every time she talks about Anna shot me and she meant to shoot me, they don't, why did she do it? They don't point out, like, well, you were rifling around in
Yeah.
her things and you've been
Yeah.
stalking her for months.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
so she's been a little on edge. And
Right.
so,
Right. Yeah.
they keep making it seem like, well, she didn't mean to hurt you, but they don't really.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
yeah, she shot an intruder. It just happened to be
Mhm.
you who'd broken into
Mhm.
her apartment, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they're really mishandling the Charlotte thing.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, definitely.
But what did you think of Anna sneaking into her hospital room in
Well,
Charlotte's hospital?
that was not a good idea. I didn't
Also
think.
very poorly executed.
Yeah, I thought Anna should have known better. I mean, I get that she wants to sort of have her chance to explain, but obviously Charlotte's, not in a state of mind where she's going to be open to that.
Right. And you would think that, like, knowing, especially being like the spy person she is, she must know about, people needing to be debriefed. And like, she could have gone in
Yeah.
there. They could have, like, organized something where she went in with Kevin or something.
Exactly, exactly. I was thinking I would love to see is Anna having some sessions with Kevin.
Yeah. Or somebody. Like, what happened to Anna? It's like, what? I don't know.
Yeah.
She's just not being very savvy. She used to seem like so savvy.
Yeah, she's a little bit, I don't know, like broken. And I guess
She's
that makes sense, after shooting a kid and being terrorized and thinking all of these things, like she's hasn't had a chance to really like have a quiet mind, you know what I mean?
I guess so. She needs to meditate with Curtis, I guess.
She sure does. Yes. Amen
Isn't it
to
weird
that.
that they're like pushing the whole like meditation thing? Like,
It's a little bit much. Yeah. I'm not
yeah,
against it, sure, but it's like it's a product or something that he's
yeah,
pushing.
like they just discovered it, and
Yeah.
they're gonna
So,
keep talking about it to us.
right.
It
That
must be
doesn't seem very zen.
like like the way people felt when we kept talking about bar shampoo.
Or our podcast.
Yeah, or our podcast. Oh, speaking of which, I just saw a depressing segment on the PBS News about plastic.
Oh, yeah.
And it
Yeah.
brought it all back to the forefront of my poor fevered brain, you
Yeah.
know.
Uh-huh.
And it was all about how China quit accepting plastic, which was
Right.
where we were sending all our plastics to be recycled.
What
And so
country
now,
says, yeah, we'll take your plastic,
yeah, so Thailand is taking everybody's
Really?
plastic. But
Jeez.
yeah, but it's like it's just not like the majority of the, except for the cleanest plastics, are still just getting dumped into rivers, and then they go to the
Yeah.
ocean, and like it's
Yeah.
just the majority of it is getting dumped, just
Yeah.
getting dumped.
Mhm.
And it's so the cleanest stuff is getting repurposed and reused, but
Mhm.
it's really it's just not making sense in any way, shape, or form. And so they're going to quit taking plastic next year, it sounds like.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So
Well,
what is the solution? The old man said, well, they're just going to have to quit, manufacturing the plastic. I'm like, well, but the genie's out of the bottle. Like, are we going back to glass containers for everything, or whatever the hell we were doing before plastic? I don't see
I
that.
I
I don't
didn't
know what.
anticipate this rant
I'm
tonight.
sorry. Okay. It's
This
good that you
came out of
stopped me when I.
nowhere.
You want me to talk about the cigarette issue?
People throwing cigarette butts. So yeah, that I can get behind that one too. Yeah,
But
I don't know what the answer is, Gia. I
I
really
don't know.
don't.
If you're a younger person and you're listening to us, which I doubt there are any younger people, but
Hmm.
I hope you guys are smart and you're going to solve this problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, I'll quit. Um,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
let's
Gia.
so we were on Anna. Oh, and then we had
Uh-huh.
the Emma visit today. That was
That was
cute.
nice, wasn't it? Nice to see Emma.
Yep, it's all grown up. My gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was I thought that was that was a nice gesture on Robert's part, bringing in
Yep.
Emma. That's
Yep.
about the one person that could sort of shake Anna out of her funk.
Yeah, I do like. I mean, I enjoyed Valentine and Anna as a couple, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is good because I'm kind of enjoying seeing them like. It's painful to see them like yelling at each other and being totally
Yeah.
on opposite
Yeah.
sides again,
Right.
but it's kind of invigorating also.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like there's still, I don't know, like Valentine, I feel like he's hasn't always done a great job of articulating exactly what's going on in his head. And maybe that's not a surprise, but sometimes he's just using his face, to try to convey how he
Yeah,
feels.
he
And
does a lot of ugly faces. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm not sure it's enough. Like it seems like it's easy to misunderstand where he's coming from. Like
Right.
she,
Well,
you know.
the lack of communication is at the root of all of it. If he
Right,
from the
right, right.
get-go, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um and also there's something sort of um there's an arrogance in this him taking on the like it's my fault. It's my fault. It's like, well,
Mhm.
that the flip side of that is that he thinks he's like all powerful or something and,
Right, right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
um so
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess their relationship must have been very flawed from the beginning to have come
Mhm.
to this.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess so.
But we'll miss
Yeah.
seeing all the darling, darling, darling,
Yeah, I liked
darling.
it when they were sort of in their silly
Yeah,
phase.
yeah. They didn't
But
really get long enough to be an actual couple. Not really.
not really. No, there was always something going on.
Yeah.
Um, but
So
we'll see.
anyway, that stood out to me. The whole Charlotte, the
Yeah.
confronting Charlotte scene, which if Laura hadn't been there, there would have been almost no confrontation. It seems to me like she kind of tried to keep it
Yeah.
on track a little bit more. She's so wise.
I like that she's there for Valentine, that
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
developed this relationship with him now because he
yeah.
definitely needs that. He needs somebody who's so grounded, and
Right. I
above
need
all
that.
the
I wish
nonsense.
I could contact her.
I know. I know. I'm sorry I can't be that for you, Gia.
I was not implying that
No, no,
you were
I
supposed to
know,
be
but
that.
I feel like, wouldn't that be nice if we could be more like Laura?
If one of us had wisdom,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, or like half a brain between us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
that's
yeah.
yeah. That's asking too much. So
Okay,
let's
so
see.
what stood out to you? We just had 2 episodes, right? So we're
Didn't we have three Tuesday, Wednesday,
did we?
Thursday?
Oh Jesus.
Once
We're back to
again,
that brain thing you were talking about. Yeah. Yes, we did.
we
Okay, so
did.
3 episodes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's all a little vague in my mind. I'm hoping that things will pop back into my mind. What stood out today? Well, that Ferdinand certainly is a fluffy animal.
He's very fluffy. Yeah, but
Very fluffy.
I'm annoyed at them using that as like a flirtation device all the time. Where we're like, "Oh, is my hand on your hand? I was just petting this fluffy llama thing."
Well, it was great to see Leo, and once again, he has such a great way of like asking questions that are like completely like perfect and also original, and I don't remember what they were at this point, but oh, and he was talking to Ned, like, did you like animals more when you were Eddie, and
Oh
stuff. It's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
I wish Ned had answered that question. He didn't really. Um,
Yeah, I wish they'd let
you
them
know.
talk just a little bit more about,
Yeah,
wasn't it
yeah.
weird when I was Eddie Main and you were,
Mhm.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
Leo, like he and Eddie Main and Leo chatting was kind of a breakthrough for everyone, just seeing
Yeah. Yeah. And
how
Ned
Leo
did
handled
he
it.
say something like I appreciate sort of how thoughtful or something, how
Yeah, he said something.
understanding you
Yeah,
were? Yeah,
yeah,
that was nice. But yeah, Leo is just gold, that
yep.
kid. And it almost seems like I don't even know, like it almost seems like he's writing his own lines. I don't know. It just seems so natural, kind of what
Hmm.
comes out of his
You think they
mouth,
just let him ad lib? Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe that would be kind of cool.
wouldn't it? But so that was nice. Him and Ned talking. Yeah, I don't know what about the Sasha Cody thing. It seems like everybody's pushing her towards
It's getting
Cody, and
shoved down our throats. That's for
yeah, it
sure.
is, and I don't feel like that's necessary. I don't know why they can't just people can't accept them as just being friends for now. Everybody knows Sasha's gone through a lot, but
Yeah, yeah. It's
anyway.
just the big setup for when they actually do fall for each other.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
the holdup will be that he'll be holding back because she said she wasn't ready, and
Mhm.
and she'll be waiting for him to make a move, or there'll be some reason why they aren't getting together. That's
Yeah, some little dance.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's annoying, and that reminds me of an annoying scene or a little bit from today where Brooklyn and Chase were talking,
Mhm.
and there was that stupid moment where he's like, "What? You don't want to live here anymore? You don't think this is
Yeah.
your no, no?" It was like, "Oh my god!" Just like
Mhm.
totally manufactured friction where there wasn't any,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
that didn't seem like something he would say. I mean, they saved it sort of, when he said, at least now we can sort of like be ourselves. And, we got through that in
yeah,
2.5 minutes where before, but
I
yeah,
guess so, but it just felt
they
like
didn't
cheap
need to
writing. That
have
was
that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
tiresome.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
was that Nana of Brooklyn's? Is that some famous woman that I should know who she is, or somebody from another soap, or somebody from
It's
the past, or
it's
like,
Ellen Travolta.
oh my God, you know this? That's
Well,
amazing.
just only because I've seen like in social media and stuff, they keep saying, "Oh, Alan Travolta is going to be back," and I don't really know why that's so significant.
Is it
Um,
John Travolta's mother?
it's his sister. It's
What?
his sister. Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
just a
God,
take a minute.
I know.
And
I
that
just looked her up. She's 84. It says she doesn't look 84,
she
does
doesn't look
she?
84, but how old is John Travolta?
He's
Is there a large
86. No, I don't know. Let me see.
He's like what, in his 50s or 60s?
He
I don't
must be
even know really.
60. Let's see. Let me see, Gia.
So a big age
He's
difference there.
69. He's
Is he
69. But yeah,
really?
there's a big age
Still a
difference.
big.
Yeah,
Okay.
15 years. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. So maybe they're like half brother, sister. I don't know.
I don't know. You're the Google expert there. Can she dance?
That's a real good question. Um, I'm going to say yes. Say yes.
I just wondered, like, is she a soap star? Like, should I have a warm fuzzy about seeing her on there? Or I was kind of like, I
She
felt
must
like I
have
should.
been on before, I guess, but yeah, I don't remember her being a significant character. Let's see.
All right. Well, she's
Yeah.
boozing it up,
Yeah, she's boozing
and
it up. That's right.
um,
Uh-huh.
and that somehow that's going to cause them to ruin the dinner. Uh,
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so I felt like I kind of missed out. I felt like, okay, I should be very excited about this person being on here, and but I just kind of wasn't. Um,
Yeah, I know. I know. And it also seemed like I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand bringing her on, like sort of like Emma, like a little holiday surprise. But
Yeah.
to sort of start out, like it seems like they're sort of starting a new like storyline kind of with her,
Right, with
and like
her.
the
Yeah, that was
phone and
weird.
everything. And it just
Yeah.
seemed like a little too much,
Yeah.
on our Thanksgiving episode. But
Yeah.
anyway.
So we had that Thanksgiving. Oh, and then we could
Mhm.
shift over to the Davis, the Alexis gathering there,
Yeah, yeah, we
um,
can.
with another budding romance going on there.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess overall, I would say that scene was pretty tolerable.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was all
you
right.
know, yeah. I mean,
I
Sam
couldn't. I
was.
wonder why Sam was dressed for like a nighttime cocktail party.
Yeah, I know that didn't seem like a very Sam dress.
No, and nobody else was wearing anything like that. It was weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
Um, and not
yeah.
a good eating outfit. Maybe it was stretchy. It might be stretchy. Like I wore overalls for sure because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Of course you
stupid.
did. Yeah. No, no, you're not stupid. No. Mm-mm.
Well, I am, but I'm not about eating.
Not
So,
about eating outfits. No.
and TJ wore a sweater like that. That sweater like just screamed sweater. It was like I'm wearing a sweater
And no, it
because
didn't look
it's
like there was any
fall.
shirt underneath it.
No, must have been scratchy.
Maybe, maybe. What did you think about Molly's dress? We haven't really talked about this Molly. I think she's doing all right.
She's all right. I was thinking that I kind of like that the Davis girls all have the same coloring now. Like when
Mm-hmm.
she and Sam were standing out there and put their heads together, I was like, I find them believable as sisters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
But
she
yeah, she's
seems,
more serious or something, or
yeah,
I
she
don't
was
know.
talking a little of her lawyer talk and stuff, so they've sort
Yeah,
of brought her back into like her personality that we, remember a little bit,
right.
I
Yeah,
think.
so might be tolerable. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know they're going right back into the baby storyline. I guarantee.
Yeah, probably. Huh.
I
But
know.
yeah. Oh, I also let's see. We had. I guess this might not have been today. Curtis kind of making the rounds, talking to Nina about his new
Yeah,
plan and
yeah.
stuff. And I think it doesn't sound like you're excited, but I was gonna say I feel like we're getting closer to the old Curtis, like back
Yeah,
when he was kind of cool and doing
right. And
cool
that's what they
stuff.
were pointing out. Like he actually had some, like life in his eyes, and
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted them to focus a little more on
On his
Curtis's
hand.
new, yeah,
Yeah.
his adjusting to this new life. It's like it wouldn't be just like this quick, like, okay, now I'm in a wheelchair. There'd be all these situations where
Yeah.
that would impact every aspect of your life, doing anything. Like we could have seen it, like we haven't seen him out and about
Mhm.
much. Like they had him at his
Mhm.
club like one time or
Mhm.
something.
Right,
And then
right.
today he
Yeah.
negotiated getting himself to and from the Metro Court.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't even know
so
if
it
there's a
has,
ramp going from the elevator into the dining room.
yeah,
There
is there
must
a
be,
ramp?
but
How did he get there? Does he have a vehicle that, one of those
mhm.
vans that you can drive? And why couldn't we
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that kind of stuff or hear him talk about it? Or I
Yeah.
don't
It's
know.
it seems like maybe it's another instance where the writers don't feel like they're good enough to write all that stuff. So they're just kind of like pretending that all of that isn't part of like
It's
his
just happening, but
reality.
you know what I mean? Like you think
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
he
It
spent
would take.
all this time at home and then he's out and he's just
Mm-hmm.
out. He's like
Yep, yep. And he
magically
seems
teleported
very
and
very well adjusted, to the all of
yeah,
these new things he's had to adapt
right.
to. Yeah.
Right. I
So
just like
that's
to
a.
see, like, what about going in bathrooms and stuff? Like,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't know. I mean, right. I mean, this isn't like supposed to be a PSA or an after school special or something, but
Mhm.
I'm just thinking, even having the character kind of talk about these things, they don't have to necessarily
Mhm.
show,
Yeah.
Curtis using a handicap stall or anything, obviously, but even just
Mhm.
kind of talking about, oh my God, this is my first time to go out somewhere, and I'm, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
wondering about this, or even showing him like calling ahead to make sure that it's handicapped accessible or
Yeah,
whatever.
that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like a little dose of reality for
Yeah.
that kind of stuff would be cool.
I hear you. I hear you, Gia. Yeah, that seems like it. They probably think it's some. Maybe they
Boring.
think it's something that would bum us out. I don't know, but it does seem like kind of a missed opportunity.
I don't. To me, it wouldn't be bumming us out. It'd be showing us how some people live and
Yeah. Yeah.
adjust.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
don't know.
maybe he'll run
I don't know
into.
how Ironsides did it. How did he do it?
That's a real good question. Yeah, they did they talk about it when that show was on?
I
It
have no
was.
idea. That's really before my time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You probably remember it, however.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I just had
So
the vaguest memory, and I just thought it was kind of cool that they created a character like that was just part of the
mhm.
character, you know?
Yeah, right, that's right, yeah, it
Wasn't
seems
really a
like.
feature of the show. It was just part of
Mhm,
his, who he
mhm.
was. And
Yep, yeah. Well, maybe, when Curtis and Jordan are out, sleuthing, that's when it'll become apparent that he's
you
not
can't
as
do
free.
things the
Yeah,
same way as you
and
used
if
to.
he's in a
Yeah, yeah,
dangerous situation or something, he's at a disadvantage.
yeah.
And also I'm wondering if how Portia's gonna feel about him teaming up with Jordan.
Right,
I would
right.
think
Yeah,
not good, and
right.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, with her being
Yeah, because
uncomfortable with
she's
that.
already being, kind of insecure about things. And
Mhm.
yep,
Mhm.
right. That would be
Yes.
good.
So they'll probably have
Um,
some tense conversations.
we also had we had a scene, not today but earlier, about with Alexis and Gregory and
Yeah.
Martin,
Yeah.
where they were hiring a lawyer for Finn without Finn's
Mhm.
knowledge,
Mhm.
which
Mhm.
seemed very
Yeah.
presumptuous. But
Yeah, and I don't know if I like I don't know how negative this it just seems like I don't know how to explain it really, but I don't know if I like this whole like malpractice thing and how like Alexis is so like she thinks he's doomed and maybe she's right, but I don't know. It just seemed like she was sort of like being overly dramatic maybe.
hmm,
And
like about how people might perceive Finn, like that she was.
yeah, that and that nobody ever beats Diane,
Yeah.
just like hopeless sort of. Um, I don't know, and I also thought she was a little bit mean to Gregory. Is that his name? Like
What about what? Like when I don't
maybe
remember.
she was just blunt. I mean, maybe she thinks he just appreciates her being blunt, but like mentioning the cane, and stuff, and then
Oh,
saying,
hmm.
like I don't know, just. I mean, I know you don't want to pretend it's not there,
Yeah,
but she
yeah.
she didn't really. I don't know.
Yeah, and
She
he
seemed.
already looked to me like he was like, I mean, I don't know if it's acting or he looked like he was moving differently and standing kind of hunched over, and
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
maybe just playing up the changes that are supposed to be happening. But
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I didn't perceive it as mean. I don't know. Maybe I just thought it was just her being like no nonsense about his changing
Yeah, I guess
status.
you're
But
right, and it feels like that's her, like, office personality, you
yeah,
know?
her
When
business
she's sitting
side.
at that
Yeah.
desk, she's just I don't know. She's a little too much for me to take, I guess. I
Is
don't
it
know.
because she's a woman?
No, she's a little bit puffed up, like she sort of acts like she's like what she says is important and stuff because she's this like
Hmm.
newspaper woman, and I don't think that's really the
Would you
case.
like it if it were Michael acting that way? Would that be okay?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
I'm going into my Jiminy Glick
Your Jiminy Glick. I
mode.
could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell that was Jiminy Glick. I really could.
That Jiminy Glick character has got to be one of the best creations in the
I
world.
think so too. He's so
I can't
funny.
believe like you totally forget who it is. Like it's like
Yep.
just it's Jiminy Glick. It's this guy and I think the people that are being interviewed forget too, and they're starting to get all pissed off and everything.
It's
Like,
funny how it really shows you like what kind of like insecurities they have or something
oh
like
my
when they get
gosh, yeah, he
offended, you know.
really he gets under their skin like
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, it's very
Oh, it's so
funny.
good. Like, I love it when they'll start talking and they'll be like, I just can't hear another one of those stories, you know. You just, just you know, it's funny.
I wonder if it changes their relationship with him. You know, once he comes out of his suit, you know, out and is himself
Yeah,
again. If they're like
yeah.
look at him with new eyes because it's him, of
Right.
course, saying these
Right,
things.
right,
Really, you
right.
know, and
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember now who's really good, you know, in that guest role
I
because
feel
I can
like
only.
was John Stewart on with him ever? I feel like he did I think I've seen one with
Oh,
him
I
where he.
don't know. I'm just thinking, like, wasn't Jerry Seinfeld on, and he was like trying to like sort of
I think
out
yeah.
funny him or something, and it's like you're kind of missing what this is about, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I have to watch some more, but some people really
Yeah.
lost it with him, you know. And it was like, wow, how embarrassing for you.
I know, I know. Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay,
All
off
right.
topic.
Yeah,
Off
yeah.
topic.
Yeah, so let's see, we're talking about Alexis and
Yeah, yeah,
Gregory.
yeah. I just thought like you can't just hire a lawyer for somebody else and just like, like
No,
we
no.
got you a lawyer, son. It's a done
Mhm.
deal.
But it does seem like they're building this case up to be something, like, pretty big, you know? And this other family, I'm guessing, I
Yeah,
don't know who those people are gonna be, but it seems like this is gonna.
they might be some other Travoltas. I don't know how big that family
I
is.
was thinking, I know. Or maybe you'll get your Jason Momoa.
Oh wow. I hadn't thought about that. That would be all right. That would be some kind of all right.
It's funny.
Who would
Funny.
he
I don't know.
play in that family? Gosh.
Yeah, I don't know, Gia, but, it's when did you start to like Jason Momoa?
Um, I think I'd seen him on interviews and stuff, and then I watched the whole Stargate series, and he was a character on that.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
But I think I just was seeing him on. Do you ever watch? I watch a lot of snippets of the Graham Norton show. You ever watch
Oh, yeah,
Graham
yeah.
Norton?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Very funny show, and he was on there a
Yeah.
fair amount. And he was funny.
Oh, okay. Huh. Alrighty.
I don't know where I watch him, but I just watch him wherever I can.
Jason, if you're out there, Gia, big fan. Big fan.
I
You'd
think
like
he
to be
has
on the show with us?
I think he has a fair amount of female fans and probably male fans as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably. I suppose you're right, Gia.
He seems like a funny fellow.
Mhm. Okay.
Anyway, yeah,
Um,
I'd vote for that if we're bringing in people to play.
mhm.
Uh,
Oh, and I was thinking, last time you asked me who you had your list of all these
oh yeah, the
sort of.
sort of auxiliary characters. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and who we would like to see, and I wanted to see more of Yuri, but only if it was like with Terry, and we almost got our wish today with
Oh yeah,
with Yuri
we had a
talking on
little
the
moment
phone
with
with
him.
Terry. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and crying, but it was the onions. But it
yeah.
didn't look like he was cutting onions. It looked like he was in like had his hands on a bowl of fruit or something. I didn't know what was going on there.
I don't either. And that so his job is like just doing a little bit of everything, I
Just
guess, huh?
whatever. Yeah, at the Quartermaines. How weird.
It is weird. It's I guess it's a nice like way to keep him on the show, but it does seem
Yeah.
like, you know,
Like
he's.
he wasn't he kind of muscle for somebody?
Yeah, yeah. He
And
the
now he's like
bodyguard that
dicing
Valentine
onions.
hired for Brooklyn, something like that. Is that how
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, I think that
introduced
might have
to us?
been right. And then he had
Oh,
like kind of a thing with Monica, right? Like they were like
she
they
enjoyed his company.
yeah,
Yeah,
hit it
yeah.
off, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
now we'll never see her again. So
No, she's
um,
in Germany at a conference.
forever, yeah.
Oh, poor Monica.
I hope
Gosh.
that I hope that whatever upcoming memorial they have for Bobby, like I do
Mm-hmm.
hope they can bring Monica home for that, you know.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, because like Bobby was part of the old guard, and who's left of the
Yeah.
old guard?
Right, right.
Um,
Not too many.
Tracy,
Tracy.
Monica,
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
who else? I mean, gosh,
Right. That's about it, really,
no, I
I
mean, there's
think.
sort of the in between old guard, Sonny and
Laura.
um,
Laura,
Laura,
obviously,
right?
yeah.
Laura forever, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. But probably
Hmm.
like Elizabeth's been one of like the longest running characters at this point on the
Yeah,
show.
isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
to think
But
about.
yeah.
Let's see, what
Uh,
else have we got? Did we see? We didn't really see any more of Spencer and
no,
Trina, that crew for the past couple days.
not much. No. I did kind of like when Curtis was talking to Nina and getting, permission to crawl all around the Metro Court.
Yeah,
I thought Nina did a good job sort of like inching towards like how
her
she was feeling,
confession.
like yeah, like
Yeah,
how precarious her position was,
yeah,
for various reasons. I mean, not just like everything she's done to make herself vulnerable, but also the fact that yes, Sonny could be shot at any moment,
yeah, yeah,
So that was pretty effective, I thought.
yeah. That
Um,
was good. What else did we have? Did we already talk about Carly refusing the hotel offer? Like, did we
I
have
don't know if
that
we
scene
talked
already?
about that. Yeah, maybe we did. It's all kind of a blur.
Yeah,
But I guess that made sense for her not to just, sort of snatch it back, with Michael's money. That would
yeah,
be a little
yeah.
too
And
not
it's
not
good for Nina because Nina gets credit for offering, but doesn't have to
right,
follow
right.
through.
Yeah. Mhm.
And she's getting
Yeah.
brownie points with Sonny for this because he
Yeah.
thinks she's being a big peacemaker and all altruistic,
Yeah.
and really she's just being
Right.
blackmailed. So
Right,
that's
right,
kind of
right.
funny.
Yeah. Oh, we did have this scene where Sonny goes to the Port Charles Grill and confronts
Oh, right, confronts
Cyrus scrubbing the
Cyrus. Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
Um, what'd you think about that?
I read a little bit online that some people thought that Cyrus was really, really kind of scared, and I didn't think that he
No,
was at all. I
no,
thought he was, just playing the
Yeah,
part, and
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I wonder
and
how
this
long he's gonna be able to, like, scrub floors,
right, right, yeah. Like, because for a
But
little while there, I really thought, well, in his own twisted way, he may really have found, faith. But then he's shown his true stripes, and it's all just an act, and he's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah, and the one thing I don't quite understand is that, like Laura seems to still not be completely certain of
right,
who Cyrus
right,
is, and I feel like
yeah,
Sonny needs to let her know everything he knows, right?
right,
About
yeah, because
what
she's kind of wants to give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe it's also like sort for her own sake. It would be such a relief if she didn't have to worry about him doing anything diabolical.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's kind of like Valentine not telling Anna what Charlotte's capable of. Although I don't know if Sonny's got the same responsibility to Laura, but anybody who knows what Cyrus did in the last, few months, who knows Laura should be giving her a
yeah.
heads
Should
up.
be giving her a little heads up. Yeah, yeah. I think he's gonna
Mhm.
be full on
Yeah.
Cyrus again here shortly. But
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to handle much more taunting from Sonny.
yeah, and
So
we still don't know. Like, I'm assuming he had something to do with Austin's being shot or whatever
right,
happened to him.
yeah,
Which
it's weird.
we have no idea. We've had no
Nobody.
follow up on that.
Poor
Yeah.
Austin. I guess nobody likes him enough to want to
To
invite
be
him to
missing him for
Thanksgiving
a couple
dinner.
days. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess not.
So
Yeah, that'll
yeah.
be a little sad. And will Ava be sad?
Mhm.
Will Ava be like he kept trying to tell me how very dangerous this was and how we could lose our lives and
Mhm.
um not that she wasn't taking him seriously, but um
Right. Yeah.
like he was very motivated by fear this whole
Right.
time.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and she kept saying like, no, you could have done this and you could have done that, and he
Could
was,
have gone to Sunny,
yeah.
which
And
we
when he
said.
finally did go to somebody, here's what happens.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Poor
this poor
Austin.
fella. Do you think he'll go to? I don't know what reading you did, but is he going to another show or something, or what's happening with him?
I was wondering that too, because I thought I saw somewhere that he was going to The Young and the Restless, but I don't know if that's been confirmed, and that might have just been somebody's wishful thinking. I don't know. That would be fun, though,
I hope
wouldn't it?
he goes somewhere. It would be funny if they brought
Yeah,
him back as yet a third
that would be
different
awesome.
character.
Hmm.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Franco's
hmm,
twin that he didn't know he had, or whatever.
yeah. Franco. I think everybody misses Franco more than anything.
I know that was a bad move getting rid of him.
Yeah, yeah,
So this character's died on here twice now, like
yeah. I guess that's
violently.
right. Violently. Yeah. Hmm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Anywho.
Well, anywho, I think we're hitting our anywho point. Anywho, have we
Yeah.
talked about it all? Will there be pizza tomorrow for them?
Yeah, and so
Probably.
is Gloria, is she does she have a big drinking problem? Is that what we're to believe?
I don't know, or is it just drinking because of whatever's happening on her phone that she
Right,
keeps,
right.
or whatever she
Yeah.
ran away from in the
Yeah.
first
It was like,
place?
was it Uncle Pete or something? Is that what her phone said?
I didn't even see it. I didn't see
Okay.
it, but she kept flipping it over, and
Yeah.
um, I'm thinking it's just a situational drinking problem,
Yeah, okay.
maybe
Okay.
not because it
Okay.
wasn't like it was sherry or something. That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Putting it
Yeah.
in coffee or whatever she was doing there, like
Mm,
that's got to be
right, right.
pretty
Hmm.
horrific. Did you
I
have
would
any
think so.
limoncello tonight
No,
with your
I
meal?
did not. I did not, Gia. I looked at it because that bottle's still sitting on the counter in the
Is
kitchen.
it right where it was when I
Yeah,
left?
pretty much. Don't even want to touch the bottle. I don't know what to do with it. Like you said, it might be a good cleaner. I'm thinking I might try that at some point. But
Sanitizer, yeah. I mean,
yeah, uh
it
huh.
might cut grease
Because
pretty
it's
well. I don't
alcohol
know.
and lemon essence or
Lemon,
whatever. So,
yeah,
although it doesn't
yeah.
smell very lemony, I don't think. But
Mm,
anyway,
okay.
anywho, Gia.
Okay. Well, uh, I guess that was a pretty good roundup of our unexpected Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, thank
Um,
you, General Hospital, for giving us a real
yeah,
live new episode on Thanksgiving
we're
Day. I think that's a good new tradition.
yeah, we're thankful. If you could do it tomorrow too, so there's not just football on all day, that would be cool.
Yeah, that was always such a bummer to me when it realized there wasn't going to be an episode and there was just going to be football. You know.
I know. I remember like you have the day off work and you're like, awesome, I can
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
watch it, and then you'd be like, oh crap, there's and
yeah.
it's college football or
I
something,
know, I know. Yep.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
well. I just
well.
said something to the old man about watching Alice's Restaurant, and he was
Hmm.
like, "No, my God, no!" Or something.
Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me. I had a quote I wanted to share with you.
Oh, something
Speaking of
profound.
old rockers,
Okay.
um, well, the band Kiss is finally, really and truly retiring,
Okay.
and apparently they've sort of retired before, but now it's like for real. And this is what Gene Simmons said. He's like, it's sort of about like realizing, like, they're actually getting older. And he said, if we were a blues band or I was blessed to be Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones, I'd show up in my comfy sneakers and t-shirt and stand still and play. But we're different bands, so like, because they got to do all the makeup and the high heels and stuff. So he couldn't
Yeah,
they couldn't keep that up at this age.
they
But
couldn't keep it up. They couldn't just go out in Crocs or something.
right, right. But I thought it was maybe that would come as a relief to you that because you're in a blues band, you can keep playing, forever, I guess. It's his
Right,
thought,
because you just
you
keep
know?
getting better. You become more
Yeah,
skilled at your craft as
yeah.
opposed
And
to,
yeah, I also
yeah.
wanted to point out that the AARP is sponsoring the Stones tour.
You're just getting mean now.
I saw that. I saw that commercial, and I thought it was a joke. I was like, "What? Seriously? That's that's hilarious."
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Speaking of old rockers, did you see that Hall and Oates are having a little tiff?
yeah. I That makes
That's
me a little
sad.
bit sad and disappointed that one of our favorite bands, can't.
I wonder what, are they fighting over like rights to songs or something? Or it's got to be some
Maybe,
money
yeah,
thing or
maybe
something.
like maybe if like Oates wants to go on tour and just play their stuff. I don't know. I could see how that
He
would be maybe.
through here, I don't know, sometime this past year. And I thought it was a bad sign because they were advertising it on
Mhm.
TV, but they were like not playing any of his music. Like they had
Uh-huh.
video of him singing, but they were
Uh-huh.
not. I was like,
Huh.
well, that's
Uh-huh.
weird. Like,
Yeah,
so
that is a
they can't
little
even
weird,
find a
huh?
clip, like one decent clip of whatever he's doing to.
Mhm.
I don't
Hmm.
know. Mm,
Mhm. Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
but
that's
they
too
were
bad.
magic together back in the
They
day. So
sure were. They sure were, and you'd think they could just I mean, I don't know, who cares if it's, like, about the rights, It seems like they should probably both be sort of settled enough that it's not like they're stealing from each other, really. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, these band
Yeah.
Creedence Clearwater Revival, like, oh my god, that went on forever. That fight, and
Yeah, and, like, the Zappa boys got into a big fight because one of them wanted to play, his dad's music, and the other didn't think he should be able to, and that
oh
seems
my
sad too.
goodness,
I think
that's
Frank would
sad.
be very brokenhearted about something like that.
Yeah. Mm.
And those
Mm,
Zappa
mm,
boys
mm.
are cute, so I want them to get along. Very handsome.
Oh,
Dweezil, if
that's
you're out there, call me.
Dweezil. We can work it out. Maybe some meditation.
Maybe. Way to bring it full circle, Gia.
Yeah. Okay. And on that note, we better sign off because we're just
Okay.
nattering on now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
happy Thanksgiving to all, and
Yes.
we'll talk to you. I don't know, in a few days.
Yep, yep. Okay, Gia, you have a good night.
Okay. You too. See ya.
All right. Bye.